You just gave your voice to somebody else. Literally, that's what you did.
That's a whole nother podcast.
No, we can talk about this.
My mama's telling we have left.
We got a whole 20.
We have time.
We can talk about this. Tom Cotton is a voice for Arkansas.
He is.
Right?
Like, so he speaks.
If his views and morals aren't in line with what the Arkansans want, there are 3 million people in Arkansas. If he's not speaking in correlation and alignment, vertical alignment with what the people of Arkansas are talking about, then we got a problem.
It's very important for you to understand that with us living in a democratic republic, the moment, and even the electoral college the democratic republic protects the electoral college.
Like, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. Who makes up the electoral college? Huh? Like, let's really water this shit down. This is fucking 9th grade civics.
Oh man, let's keep going.
Who makes up the electoral college?
Let's keep going.
Congress people.
The people you vote for.
What? These are let's make this shit super real. These are the same people who make laws about who pays taxes or not. And these are the same people who own businesses. Really?
Look, this what we're saying right now is not a conspiracy theory.
This is not conspiracy. This is like real life.
This is like stuff that we learned that you use. This is your United States Constitution. Like this is what we're talking about. Talking about stuff like that. So, with that being said, real plainly put, Josh, you made a great point. We live in a democratic republic, and how you broke that down really was plain enough for people to understand. But
I don't know how else to explain this, Skip. Like, and people are gonna poo-poo me for not voting. Fuck you. I don't care.
Because you said you're not gonna vote.
I said what I said. Like, and this is why I'm big on accountability, right? So if you gave a fuck about your household, you maximizing your potential economic power for your household, whatever. What I mean by that, it's your fucking address, If you stop worrying about the fucking Joneses down the street, worry about your household, building up your legacy for your kids.
Makes a big difference.
Because I can't poo-poo anybody that's amassed a certain amount of wealth and now their kids and their grandkids are good. Like, I'm not poo-pooing their kids and their grandkids because, their grandfather or their father, grandmother worked their ass off to make this money, right? That's not their fault. It's the same shit we're trying to do.
But this is the question.
Well, some of us.
Why? Okay, so we're talking about voting today because I want to get to this next point too.
Yeah.
Why is it that we have so many black Democrats versus you understand? You understand what I'm going with this? Like, because I want to say I do not prescribe to a particular party.
Mm-hmm.
I prescribe to looking at whatever that is, thinking for myself, and saying, does this fit with my morals, my character, and who I am as a person?
At its face, this is just my experience. At its face, how it was taught to me, how it was presented to me is that Democrats were for the people, right? Republicans were for the money. That's how it was broken down to me. This is how I made sense of American politics, right? So if that's the framework that we're living in, I'm just going to assume, and that's a horrible thing to do, I'm going to assume that that framework in general might be similar or exactly like the framework that a lot of black Americans are taught at a young age in grade school. Democrats are for the people, Republicans are for the money, right? So as the oppressed, impoverished people, 13%. That's a whole different podcast. As the oppressed people, it makes sense that we would gravitate to the people who are advertising to be for the oppressed people, right? Now understand, Republicans freed the slaves.
A Republican president did. under Republican president. But even back then, the party lines were not the same. Like there were.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was.
So there's been shifts, right? Like,
and then you gotta look at why he freed the slaves too, Josh. Like, you can't just say a Republican freed the slaves. He freed them for a reason.
Because it's a fucking business.
Like, he freed them for a reason.
Like, half of my fucking employees are about to walk out. Okay, bet. Okay, I'll start paying y'all. Bet.
Half about to walk out.
Literally, that was the decision.
It's part of it. Definitely part
half of my employees.
A major part of it.
Half of my employees are about to walk out.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll start paying this percentage of people.
So if you're just not joining our podcast, earlier we explained how Trump has either hurt or helped the economy.
We've really
what would be like the final? Let's go through these final. This is a yes or no scenario. It's not like
has like we've got four categories.
We take our emotion out. Like it ain't like do we like because we ain't about do we like Trump or not. Has he been good for the economy? So up under the Dow Jones, did the stock market go up on his reign?
Yes.
What about handling COVID-19? Was that a yes or no?
No,
he messed that up.
Totally fucked that off.
Unemployment rate?
Yes.
Wages per hour?
Yes.
We had one more, but I forgot what that was because it was a good one, and it was going to. It was the dip that happened in 2015, in 2016 with China.
Oh, the tariffs. Yeah,
Look,
that's what it was.
I want everyone to understand this. This next part, there's gonna be some people on my Facebook page that's gonna hate this because I got a blended crowd. China owns this country right now.
Yeah.
I want y'all to, if you don't believe me, go look up U.S. bonds. U.S. bonds. Look at who owns the most U.S. bonds. The most U.S. bonds are owned by a country clear across the water in a distant land who is now partnered with Africa. That's all I'm going to say.
Like,
I'm going to leave it at that. Want y'all to look, moves are being made in areas that we're not seeing because we're distracted by what's going on over here. And 2 or 3 years from now, maybe 5, people look back at this podcast and they'll be like, Kevin said that, or Josh talked about that, or they talked about that on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part that really is frustrating, very frustrating. And I want to get too preachy or nothing like that because I'm not like a preacher. We get angry about someone spitting in our face, but we don't get angry when someone punches our kids in the face. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is this. It hurts when we can see the person that's hurting us.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't hurt when generations later, our kids are affected by that same person's decision. We just don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel like a lot of people are going on with being angry with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
We see that he's spitting in our face, but are we really thinking about and preparing for 10 years from now?
Mm-hmm.
15 years from now? Please think bigger than just this country.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got for tonight. Like I'm out tonight. I'm voting. Josh, you not voting?
I'm not voting for the president. I don't care who the fuck gets it. You know what? I'll probably vote for Kanye. I mean, fuck it. Like
at this point,
like Jesus for president.
Because I'm gonna be real. Well, these are some of my doubts as a person. These are some of my doubts. Let me say this.
And I'll say this. Preface. Trump is going to get the presidency again.
I don't believe he will.
You don't? We just looked at the numbers, Kev.
Yeah, but you have to understand that's my minority of people that affect.
Hold on. What?
Yeah.
Kev, that sounds ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Who makes the decision who gets the presidency?
Josh, what I'm saying
Answer my question.
The Electoral College.
Who makes up the Electoral College?
The people that is voted in by the other people.
Oh, okay.
They represent the state.
What do all of those people have in common?
They all got money.
Oh, okay. So Donald Trump has money. They got money.
That's one of my doubts. So you just broke down one of my doubts. One of my doubts is that we get this electoral college thing again. So I feel like Biden-Harris is going to win. My doubts in my mind looks at what happened last time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like go back to what Bush did. We can talk about George W. And
George W. was a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, but this ain't George W.'s time.
No, I need people to remember this tenure.
Are you talking when he drove over the Katrina people?
Oh my fucking God.
He drove over the Katrina people. He was in a helicopter. Y'all remember that?
And gave them fucking paper towels. Do y'all not remember this? And maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know. George W. was a horrible fucking president. Like, you want to talk about lack of intelligence? What?
Were you in the military around this time?
Oh my fuck no!
Oh, you wasn't?
No, god damn! Oh shit! Godly! I mean, there's never been a more you know what? I've never talked to George W. a day in my life. So maybe he was playing a role, but he deserves a fucking Oscar. If he played dumb, he killed that shit. I've never seen a more dumb person in a political office ever. There was never a clip of him saying something.
Hey, I was wondering. Hey, Josh, I was gonna ask him if he was okay today too. But I honestly think.
Hey, it's over. Shut up.
This topic alone, it's.
But I'm sorry to cut you off, kid.
Now you can raise it. Look, it's one of those days for you.
It is.
You told me to shut up earlier. I let it pass. But I'm just letting you know, I'm good.
Because I really need people just to take emotions out of the situation. If we, it's a couple things that I really want to hone down, like accountability, right? Not making emotionally charged or motivated decisions as far as business or in politics, right? Mm-hmm. And really understanding what the fuck leverage is. We talk about this all the time. But we talk about leverage and alignment all the time.
The application of leverage is what some people miss.
And I really feel like today, if you really were listening, our analogy of the building across the street, really, you should be 2 steps closer to understanding what leverage
that building.
Okay, rewind this video, or the podcast, however you're taking it. We're running out of time on the podcast.
Yeah, we almost done.
Rewind the video, rewind the podcast, and go back. And I said, go to the building across the street. Mm-hmm. Those people are winning. They know something that you don't know. Go figure that shit out. Bring it back to this building. If that's what you want to do.
That's like a daily practice for me.
People. When I found out that small business owners paid less in taxes than W-4s. Come on.
It's not even close.
It's not. It's not
close. That's how you make $1 million and keep it.
And that's how you keep it. Tax shelters. Because they're just like you have competitors in business, you have competitors in money. Right? There's somebody out there that want to take your money every
tomorrow
day.
There's right now.
Literally, I could open my phone and there's somebody that wants to take my money. It could be Amazon, it could be Walmart, it could be, right? It could be anybody. Fucking, Energy, AT&T, whoever.
We got 1:30 left, so let's give our final thoughts, our final words. My final word is, man, go vote.
Go educate yourself. That's my final thought. Go educate yourself. I'm not going to tell you to blindly vote. Go educate yourself. Because if you're just voting based on emotions, that's my thing. If you're voting based on emotions because you feel like you hear what I said? You feel like Donald Trump is a horrible person or a horrible president. That's a horrible way to go about, expressing your political power.
Yeah, you see my face, right?
Go educate yourself.
See my face.
Go educate yourself.
This is KD Young.
Edification over entertainment.
He didn't even want to end the podcast.
This is Josh Rucker.
Love you.
Peace.